Hey guys, how's it going today? I wanted to do a quick video here on this fight. Had a lot of people asking about who to use here on Man-Thing, Diss Track. The reason why he's challenging is because you can't bleed him and you can't armor break him, so you got to rely on different debuffs in order to get this guy down. Also, if he removes your buffs, he's going to poison you, and it could be kind of a disaster. So people are kind of wondering, I need to be poison immune and put debuffs on. It kind of limits the field, but I'm doing this video to kind of show there's other options out there outside of poison immune champs and stuff like that, and most of them are going to require you to not really deck so much, block the specials, and just kind of keep the debuffs on as much as possible. Now, first fight I'm showing here is going to be the fight I did, which was Quake. I used Quake on this path. Most people don't know that Quake can do Diss Track, but when she goes into her Aftershock, she has 2 concussions on and a stun, so that's 3 debuffs, so that works pretty good. The next fight here I have here is Void. Void's a pretty good option because he places debuffs on without really having to do anything. You can also throw SP1 and SP2s in order to put debuffs on. Also, when Man-Thing's going to want to gain health, if you have debuffs on him, he's going to actually, you're actually going to reverse the healing on this as well with Petrifies, so he is a great option for this fight as well. But again, just don't get too many poisons on you and you'll be fine. You'll get him down. Another option here is going to be Human Torch. No pre-fight because the Nova Flames are not considered debuffs. So just try to keep the regular Incinerates on him as much as possible. Again, block specials, and just either parry heavy or do mediums, whatever you got to do in order to get this guy down. If you do go into Nova form, you might have to wait that out before you can place the debuffs on, but definitely an option to get him down here is Human Torch. One lesser known option here is Elsa. Elsa Bloodstone. She places Buster debuffs on, and also incinerates on the special 2. So she's definitely an option. The problem with her is you're not going to get him down very quick, so you may run into a situation where you might die due to poison, but if you're quick enough, you can get it down. Another option, obviously, is going to be Hyperion. He puts incinerates on his special 1, and he gets special 1s pretty quickly with his power gain. So if you run throw a lot of special 1s, you can definitely get him down. I don't know if this is the best option. As you can see, this fight's going to take a little while to get into the right rhythm, but it is an option. If it's really your only option, Hyperion definitely can do the fight, as you'll see. But again, it's going to take a little longer than some of the others. He is poison immune, so that does help, and it allows for him to take a little longer and not die due to the poison. So if you're looking for just a safer bet, maybe this might take longer, but you won't die of poison. This might be the way to go for you. Next up, we have Sunspot. I found this to be a pretty good option here. In this particular case, I'm going to throw my special 1 3 times, and then he's almost dead at that point, but he really would die on the special 2 after throwing those special 1s. Again, you don't want to give him too much health, so just, block everything and keep the incinerates on and throw those specials, and he'll go down. Next one, it's probably not one I'd recommend, but it does work. We have Thor Ragnarok. With Thor, you need to build up to a special 3 On the special 3, after you throw it, you're going to be able to put on a lot of shocks and armor breaks. Unfortunately, the armor break will not help you, but the shocks will. That's kind of the thought process behind it. In this particular fight, I'm going to, do just that. Throw the special 3. And when I throw the special 3, the next time I'm going to make sure there's at least 3 debuffs on him so that I can deal some damage with the special 3. And just kind of go from there. I am going to take a special 3 to the face on this just because I didn't want to slow down what I was doing, because the moment you let off the gas, you're probably going to lose your ability there. So next option is going to be Nebula. The strategy here is to build up to 20 charges and release the charges and then throw a special 2. That's going to put on 40 shocks, and hopefully that gets him down. Next option is Red Guardian. Another fight I didn't actually do, just was sent to me. I really don't know much about Red Guardian, to be honest, but watching this, it's definitely an option for the fight. Just trying to give you guys a lot of different options here in case you don't have one of them. I think I came up with like 15 of them on this video, and that's pretty good for a fight that a lot of people were having trouble coming up with an option for. There it is, Red Guardian with the solo, and then another one sent me this one, and Sentinel. Kind of the same philosophy as, Hyperion or somewhere along that line, and he incinerates, that sort of thing. So let's take a look at Sentinel here. There's some incinerates. Looks like some pretty heavy incinerates. Very nice. More incinerates. Once he gets that going, he goes down pretty quickly, it looks like. So very nice. Very nice. Dr. Voodoo, another option sent to me by Bryn. And this one's pretty simple. You're just going to give him buffs, launch special ones, and just poison the heck out of him. That seems to be the way to go here with Voodoo. I don't have a strong enough Voodoo to do this, but it's nice to know that if you do, it is an option. So another decent option. This time you're doing all the damage with poison, which is great. So there's your poison option. This is one of mine. It's clairvoyant. I'm going to put myself into being immune to poison, and then pretty much at this point it's just going to be parry heavies and specials. So every time I throw the heavy, I'm putting 3 poisons on him. I'm immune to poison, so he's not going to poison me. And it might be a little slower, but it's pretty safe. It's just parries and heavies, and then special 2s or special 3s. I'm going to gain health to the armor breaks he puts on me. Not the quickest fight, but it's pretty safe, because you're immune to poison and you're able to put poison debuffs on pretty quickly. Most of the damage is going to be done through the specials, because her debuffs alone don't do a lot of damage, but once you have the debuffs on, you can do regular damage, and that's kind of the philosophy here. I think at the end of this fight I do get hit a couple times, but you can see exactly how she could work for this fight. So another decent option here. Alright, so let's get him down. There it is. And next one is a Black Widow Deadly Origins. This is from TJ. And TJ kept telling me, I can do this fight. I can get it. I can get it. And it looks like she can do it. Actually, this one's actually a pretty quick one. I don't know if it's 100% reliable because I don't know much about her, but it can be done. So there it is. Nice job. And this is a pretty simple one. This is Captain America Infinity War. He is paired up with a tech and a skill champ, putting on the debuffs. I'm going to deal most of the damage through the heavies, and the specials. When you have, this is actually a pretty reliable way of getting them down. Just parry heavies, and you know, such a versatile champ. Obviously, Sig 200 really helps in this case, but I'm sure he could do it a little bit lower of a Sig as well. So we're just going to do parry heavy, and parry special 2. All right, last option is I'm going to show you that any champ can do this fight. If you have Mr. Fantastic on your team, you can actually start the fight with the 3 debuffs, and no matter who you use, as long as you heavy, you're going to refresh those 3 debuffs. And I mean, that's all you got to do. Just keep knocking them down, and any champion can actually do this fight if you have Mr. Fantastic with 3 charges. And all I did was I used Mr. Fantastic in the first fight of the challenge against Taskmaster, which gives you a 3rd charge, and you can activate all 3 pre-fights, and it's just basically any champ can parry heavy, and I use Domino just because her heavies are awesome. I'm just going to throw a special 3, end this fight, and call it a day. If you have any questions, let me know. Have a good one, guys.